Good morning, Joe. What's going on, man?
What's up, Jerry? Long time no see, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's actually
Man,
just been 2 days, 2 days only.
it feels like forever though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh,
we got some games today, man. I'm excited about getting into this Friday slate of games. What about you?
yeah. I mean, really good night last night for the Dodgers. Just want to plug that out, and some of our members in chat. If you're not on Discord, get out there. It's really good. Won a lot of bets for everybody.
Yeah,
Uh, it was a good game. Good games, good times. So let's keep it going.
yeah, and that Discord last night was popping last night.
Yeah,
Everybody was hyped up with that Dodgers win, and
yeah,
yeah, and then hell, that game went way over the total too.
yeah.
Coors Field did not disappoint yesterday in that Dodgers game.
It was crazy. I was telling people to take the original 12 and a half over, 50 and a half over, and even an 18 and a half over we took. So, I mean, not
Yeah,
everybody took it, but it was pretty cool. So it's
yeah, we got
good money.
winner, man. And then I tell you what wasn't a winner is my Astros. Those mothers,
Yeah.
they're just not playing well, man. And I think they're just complacent. They're so far out in the lead of the AL West that yeah, this is the middle of the summer. They have nobody really push them. I mean, but if they're not careful, the Rangers are going to come up on them before if they're not careful.
Yep.
But
Yep.
they're not playing like the Astros from as of late. But overall, I'm not worried about the Astros. They'll get it together like they always do. I mean, but they're only don't look now, but they're only 4.5 games ahead of the Rangers right now. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a scary thing.
Yeah. And Rangers been playing good ball. I bet
Yeah.
them against the Tigers. They've been, they got Hunter Pence coming back. I mean, I like the Rangers. I might even take them today again. Just a little hint. I've been loving the Rangers. Been riding them for these
hmm
past couple of games. So let's see what we have today.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
Rangers are winning what they're supposed to. Yeah. So hey, come over here to www.sgdwins.com if you're interested in our premium selections. That's where you can find them. You can also find our videos, our daily videos. You have my solo video, my Peyton solo video, and also Joe's solo video. You can find that daily here on YouTube. But if you want our premium selections, sgdwins.com, link in the description.
Also follow us on Instagram, right? Too. We're
Yep. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. All that stuff will be in the description. But basically, just search Sports Gambling Daily. You will find us that way. And yeah, so we're all over the place, man. We are worldwide.
yeah, worldwide.
All right,
Oh,
Joe. Let's jump into this first game. Let's see here. I got the Indians versus the Orioles. Clevenger versus Means. Right off the bat, this screams Cleveland to me. Um, Baltimore is just a bad team in the middle of the summer. Currently, I see a line of minus 171 with for Cleveland with 9 as the over under. So, what are you thinking here? Do you think Cleveland just comes in, rolls into Baltimore, and just takes care of business?
I do. I mean, Mike Clevenger coming off that, I think ankle injury now. I mean, he had
hmm
that arm injury before, so he's just coming from one injury after another. But I do like him. I mean, I'm gonna watch the way the line moves towards Cleveland. They should get more money closer to game time. But I do like Cleveland. It's a big number, but I think Baltimore has no. I mean, I don't know. They just have no team. I saw them with the Padres series. Shout out to Dirty Bird. They just have. I mean, they're just horrible. I mean, they just look like a bad team. So, this is where the teams are going to get separated. The good teams are going to start making a playoff run. The bad teams are just going to start heading for the winter. So, give me Cleveland and also give me the under on that. So I think
Yeah,
Clevenger pitches a good game.
you're right about that. One of the most important things to know here is watch the money. Currently, right now it's early, so things can shake out. This game starts at 7:05 Eastern time. 93% of the money is on the Cleveland Indians. So if that stays consistent, I don't know, guys. You never want to be on the side where there's so much money. But as of right now, give me Cleveland, and also give me the under in this particular matchup. All right,
Gotcha.
what's the next game, Joe?
You want to do the? I'm looking at the nice Cubbies going over to Cincinnati. How about that
Oh
one? You want to
yeah,
do that?
Sonny Gray, huh? Sonny Gray
Yeah,
versus Cole
cool.
Hamels. So at first glance, I love the Cubbies in this one. You got Lefty and Hamels, Sonny Gray. You know, he's been awful. This season. Actually, he's been awful for the last couple seasons. So, off of first glance, I like the Cubbies to come in here in Cincinnati. However, you got to be careful because Cincinnati, they can be streaky. So, but I like Cincinnati or the Chicago in this game.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. The Cubbies, it's a small little price. So I don't know why it kind of concerns me, but I think the odds makers are giving Cincinnati some credit here for playing really good at home. They're streaky. I mean, they had a good series with the Angels, although Angels did kind of dominate them a little bit. But yeah, give me the Cubbies. As far as a total, I'm a little torn here because it's tough. I do like Cole Hamels the way he pitches. He does have better road splits at home. And we have the return, or not the return, but the appearance of Mr. One Kimbrel. He came out last night, so add that to that's the little guy that I like him. He did it right. He did, he had a real pressure situation with the Braves out at Wrigley Field. It was his little premiere, and he did good. I give him a B+ grade, and that add another little weapon to the Chicago Cub bullpen arsenal. Yeah. So give me the Cubbies with some late heroics. Cubs for me to Wonderland. I like it.
I like it too. All right, next up, we can just touch on the Royals versus Blue Jays game because is that line out yet?
Let's see. I'm looking at it.
It wasn't earlier, but maybe it is now.
Yeah, I have a line. But they don't have a pitcher yet for Toronto. So if you want to skip over that, it's
well. I think I'll just touch on. It doesn't matter who Blue Jays put out there. I'm leaning. Yeah, I see it here. So, actually, I have it Reed Foley for Toronto, Danny Duffy for Kansas City. Early indications, I like Danny Duffy, the lefty, in this matchup. Give me KC to take care of business in Toronto, and I could probably see this game going under 10. Okay.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I don't know much about the Toronto pitcher. I have to look at the stats. Danny Duffy, not bad this year. Toronto awful team has, put him in the category of a Miami team, which again broke our heart yesterday. Miami, and I just put Toronto, Miami, Detroit in that category, and let me fade damn Detroit. Give me KC, just a little bit better team on the road.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are 1-7 in their last 8 home contests, and Danny Duffy is 4-1 against losing opponents in those last 5. So there's something to be said there.
All right.
All right. What you got next?
What do you want to do? You want to do? Let's see. I have on my list. I have Atlanta at New York. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, so this one's a decent matchup here. So New York Mets, man, how brutal was that loss yesterday? And also how brutal was everybody that bet the under in that game had to be just loving it until the 9th inning, where they put up 8 runs in the 9th. For that game to push. Some people even had that game at 8.5 and got over. So congratulations to all you guys. Jeez. But
I was brutal. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, very brutal. So you got Soroka on the mound tonight. This guy's just been dominant. This would be a great pitching matchup between DeGrom and Soroka. Will he be affected? Soroka will he be affected after getting hit in the arm with that hit by pitch, where his arm just swelled up so bad, and he had to get taken out of that game. But he ranks second in the majors with a 2.07 ERA. Other hand, Jacob DeGrom. He poor start to season, but now he's actually starting to come around a little bit. He owns a 2.40 ERA in his last 7 starts with 54 strikeouts and only 6 walks in 45 innings. So I don't know, man. I want to be on the brave side because the Mets bullpen is awful, but so is the Braves. But the Mets bullpen is even worse. So I want to just lean here on Atlanta. Let's see here. What kind of line do you have with this one?
I have a New York Mets opened up at -120. They're at -132 now. So New York getting a little bit of money, I guess. But it pretty much is an even matchup. I'm looking at the stats here. I'm looking at the pitching matchup. Really, Soroka's really come up. I do like Jake and DeGrom though. But again, you're right. We're gonna have to take this as a whole team effort, and a team as a whole. The New York Mets are just in disarray with that reporter incident. Them now getting swept in Philadelphia. Mickey Callaway on the hot seat. I don't know. I just I can't back up a team on a losing streak this bad at this race. So give me the Braves with Soroka, and I like the under here, even though it's a little low under, but I'm gonna try
Right.
to hit that under.
Yeah, and you're
So
right, man. And speaking of that reporter incident, out of everybody you would think is on the Mets that would have gotten somebody's face, the last person I would have thought would have been Vargas.
yeah,
Um,
so
that's a comical situation. And then did you see the report that the Mets are upset with him and they're trying to
yeah,
trade him?
he apologized, I think, or something. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's what shows you how bad the clubhouse is. So yeah, I'm fading the Mets. Give me Atlanta.
Yeah, they're a train wreck over there. All right, let's look at this Philly versus Miami game. You got Vince Velasquez, former Astro, taking on Hernandez. Now Velasquez, man, I've never been impressed. He's got a good fastball, but he's just been wildly inconsistent over his career. So this is a guy that can be hit. And you got Miami on the other hand yesterday, where Sandy was pitching great until was it the sixth inning when he gave up 5 runs and Miami couldn't recover at that point. Yeah, so and Philly's been on a roll yesterday, or as of late. They went on that huge losing streak, and now all of a sudden, they've rattled off a couple wins, and I'm sure they're feeling good about themselves. So this might be a chance where they're going to get into a certain cycle, a winning cycle here. So, I like Philly in this matchup over Miami, but there is some value in Miami here, to maybe be a live dog. What do you say?
No, fuck Miami. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry about that. I'm irritated. That was one of our pre picks. We had the game. It was the right side, I believe, but I think I was talking to someone in chat. I think the Miami would have been a better play first 5. They did really good the first 5 innings, and they fell apart. So on forward, I'm going to be looking at some more stats because I just cannot trust any dogs from this point on trying to. I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to win, but I have to really look at how bad they're doing if they fall apart like yesterday. Because Miami, like I said, had that game. They went to the 6th inning. Sandy gave up that home run, then gave up another. He got rattled. I mean, it's just I don't even want to talk about it. So I'm going to fade Miami for sure. I'm taking the Philly with the bamboo in their locker. They have that little bamboo tree. So give me the bamboo. Give me Philly. Screw Miami. I don't, I don't care
what's
about
up with the bamboo. Is the bamboo traveling to Miami?
Yeah, I think it is. They all have bamboo little trees, I think, in their little lockers. So, like I said, it's a good story.
Yeah.
Philly's feeling good. It's a good time to make a run to the All-Star break and on a good note. So, like I said, give me Philadelphia. I don't know about the over/under. It looks a little. I mean, Miami can't hit worth the shit. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards the over.
You can't, and you don't know. I mean, Philly, they couldn't hit for the first 8 innings yesterday, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, let's win a ball game on the ninth inning. So maybe that has something to do with Diaz, and because Diaz is not the same kind of pitcher for the Mets lately. So
yeah, jeez.
All right, which one you got next?
What do you want to do? I got either Washington or Pitt. Which one do you want to do first?
Yeah, let's go Washington, man.
All right, we got the Nats over at hapless Detroit. We got Sanchez with Norris. God,
man, it's the dog days of summer, Joe.
I know this is just like horrible. But what do you have on this one?
Yeah, Sanchez versus Norris. Now we just touched about the Nats taking care of business versus Miami yesterday. Now Sanchez will make his first career start versus Detroit. Now this is where he went 46-49. Back when he used to play, he played for like 5 years for the Tigers.
Yep.
He's coming off a 4-run, 6-strikeout outing on Saturday versus the Braves. And the Nats, man, they are on a roll lately. They've won 5 out of their last 6. 5 out of the last 6 of his starts.
Yep. Good.
Daniel Norris, Joe, he's been pitching decent, but the defense for Detroit has been awful. So it kind of screws him up. He screws everybody up. It's so hard to take Detroit here. It's hard to take Detroit any day of the week. There's one that's just so inconsistent, Joe. I gotta lean on the Nats here.
Yeah, if anything, it's I would lean maybe Detroit first 5, but even then, I just still can't. I mean, give me the whole game. Give me I like the Nats a little better, even with Sanchez. But at some point, the Nats have to come down to earth. They've been doing really good. They're beating up on Miami, not going to beat up on Detroit. So maybe the Nats, you could catch them on the next series playing a better team. which we'll talk about that in the next series with Pittsburgh. Speaking of better teams, I like the Nats, this game, but I'm going to play this series game by game because I think Detroit could take one game at least for the Nats, but not this one.
Well,
so
let's see here. I'm pulling up their stats for left-handed pitchers, or how the Nats do versus lefties, and the Nats are third in the league in batting average versus lefties.
Oh, yeah.
So that's something to consider.
Yeah, they smashed lefties, and we were talking about that yesterday. So yeah, I like the Nats in this spot, and over and under. I don't know. It's again, it's Can we count on Detroit to hit? That's always the problem with these over unders. One team will hit really well, or at least bring up their part, and the other team will just be not do nothing. So I don't know. It's an interesting line. So give me the Nats on the over under. I have to see the way the line moves. So what do you got next?
Let's see here. Let's touch on Pittsburgh versus Milwaukee. You got Archer tonight going on against Jacine. So currently you have a line of plus 135 for Pittsburgh. Joe minus 142 for Milwaukee. Currently right now we can see the early money is on Milwaukee at 67%. I think that's about right where it should be. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, just like I was talking about earlier, Pittsburgh has been doing pretty good. They beat up on the Astros, but I think, excuse me, I think in this series, Brewers, I saw them earlier in the year. They own Pittsburgh in the series, so I don't like Chris Archer. I mean, even though he's been doing a lot better his last couple starts, Julius Chassin, I'm gonna have to back a little bit here. Give me the Brewers at home to beat up on a team that they really have their number throughout the year. So
yeah,
I like Milwaukee. With Chassin. How's that?
Yeah, 100%. And I think Pittsburgh, they're coming off a high in Houston. They're going to come to Milwaukee. I think they're going to be cooled off by Milwaukee. I think Jacine is the right play here. In Milwaukee in their own right, they're starting to turn things around. They had a little bit of slump. Now they're starting to, come back up. Now Milwaukee has won 5 straight home meetings in this series, and they're on a 7-2 run versus all NL Central opponents. I think Milwaukee's the play here. So give me Milwaukee. Yep.
Give me Milwaukee. Like I said, speaking of series, how was that Astro series, man? 10-0 yesterday. What a horrible game. Jeez, Astro. It must suck to be an Astro fan. Sorry.
Whatever, man. Hey, 2017 champions.
Yeah, but hey, we can't live in the past. The Dodgers this year, like I said, everybody loves the Dodgers. We're excited. Let's go. They're playing good ball.
Not wanting to live in the past, considering we whipped that ass.
Yeah.
Hey, that care about. By the way, in that World Series, that was at Game 5. That was the best baseball game I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah,
I'm sure. It probably wasn't for you, but it was for me.
I gotta give it to the Astros, but not to harp on this because we gotta move on. I like the Yankees this year. I do like the Yankees, so be careful with the Yankees. It might be the Yankees and Dodgers.
I've never heard of her, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, let's see here. What do we have next, man? Rangers versus Tampa Bay. Do we have a line for this one? I don't think so.
No.
All right, let's just move on then. No point in touching on the stuff we don't have a line on, right?
Oh, I'm looking at that. Yeah, no line yet. What do you got next, sir?
Let's see here. Seattle versus Houston, no line.
I think Houston should just take a couple weeks off. How about that one?
Yeah. I mean, they got to get it together. First glance, give me Houston, but you can't feel strong about it either way. Yeah, but they got to start winning again. They're too good of a team not to win.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think there's a line in the White Sox versus the Minnesota game.
No, there's not. Do you want to just talk about the Dodgers, Colorado? I know you're itching. I mean, might as well get that one over with. No, a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk about it in my video anyways. But
go ahead.
We can talk about. No, I mean, well, get the full breakdown of my video, but really quick. I think we got Hinge and Ryu. Do I need to say anything else against Senzatella? This was Ryu faced the Rockies. Again, I have to stress the Dodgers own the Rockies 13 in their last wins in the last meeting. So I don't know. I can't fade the Dodgers, even though eventually I will, but I like the Dodgers a lot in this spot. Line's a little high, but we'll see. We'll do some creative betting. Some first 5 again. We'll figure something out on my video. So what do you think?
Joe, the Rockies, sir. Man.
Oh, you think of the Rockies?
Senzatella. He is undefeated versus your Dodgers. So, I mean, what do you say about that? How do you go against somebody that is undefeated? He is 1-0. He literally owns the Dodgers.
Okay. I guess we'll back him.
Yeah, and Ryu, he's gonna be walking into Coors Field with his 1.27 ERA, and he's just gonna be laying cheeseburgers over the plate for these Rockies. I'm going against the Dodgers. Give me Colorado.
Now, are you doing it just to go against me, or are you really going to place a
Yes.
bet on this? Wow.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, okay.
How do you fade the Dodgers here? Let's be real.
Yeah.
It's hard. The Dodgers are going to more than likely win this game, but I hope that the Rockies win. Yeah, just to shove it in your face.
All right. So just a hope. Okay, cool. All right, let's. All right, and then the over the under. It's crazy. I don't know. I might.
Yeah, it's like 12, right?
Yeah, it's 11.5 open. I don't. I just yesterday it was tricky. It was at 12, and people were like hitting the under, and I said, you know what? I have to. It made sense with Walker Buehler go on the mound, but today same thing. People are going on the under because of Ryu, but I mean. Don't be surprised if it goes over again with these bullpens coming in. The ball is like literally flying out of Coors Field. A normal fly ball looks like it just goes out. So
yeah,
I mean,
it's a pop fly to second base, and next thing you know, it's flying out left center field. It's like, what crazy. Is going on?
I watched that whole game. That's why my voice is gone. I was yelling and screaming. It was crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Dodgers, but I'm also gonna see how I could bet them in game, and because -200 is a little high for me. So we'll see though.
Yeah, and speaking of Joe screaming and yelling and rooting, hey guys, if you haven't been part of this, go over to the Discord and come into the live betting area. You hang out with us, and especially Joe himself. You think that you were literally in the room with this guy at a sports bar. I mean, this guy he gets hype in these games, man. So definitely come check it out. There's a good camaraderie and good fun be had in that live betting section. Yeah, so come join me and Joe and Peyton, and you have a good time with us.
For sure. Love it.
All right, Joe, let's talk about this Cardinals versus Padres game. You got Waka versus Eric Lauer.
Yep.
What do you see right off the bat here?
Man, this is a tough one because I want to back the Padres. I think they're on a little resurgence. They just beat up on the good old Dirty Birds, and I like the way they're playing. I mean, the Cardinals have been one of the biggest disappointments, even though I didn't believe in them, but people were so high on the Cardinals this year. I mean, still a lot left in the season. They could come back and perform to their ability. But I like the Padres here. I just I don't believe in the Cardinals just yet. And they're coming out to the West Coast. It's a night game. I also like the under in this. It's a kind of a tricky 8.5, but I don't know. It's I think the under hits on this Petco Park pitchers friendly park here.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is even money almost. We're getting close to that. The lines are starting to move that way. Right now, you can get anywhere between +100 to +106 for St. Louis, and believe it or not, you can eat at Bovada. They're not being very friendly to you guys, to everybody. It's -105 at that place. Current money is 55% is on San Diego. Hey, shout out to Nicky Nichols in the Discord. He's a big Padres fan.
Yeah,
that is correct. There is a Padres fan in the world, so we have it in the Discord. I'm going to lean San Diego here. I think, like you said, they got a little resurgence going on here. Lefties, let's see here. St. Louis versus lefties. They are currently 29th in the league. So that confirms for me to lean heavily on the Padres here.
Gotcha.
What else we got, man?
Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the Arizona Giants game or Oakland? We got a couple of games left.
You choose.
Let's see. Let's do the Oakland game at the Angels again today. Mike Fiers going against Noah Ramirez, which I think is another rookie. I mean, the Angels seem to be bringing a lot of prospects up. So, what do you got?
Yeah, it's good for them to do that. Now, it's hard to cap a game when you have people that no one's really heard of. But so the first line has come out for this game. You got Oakland +125, -135 for the Angels here. Now, Ramirez, the one note I do have, he says he will serve as the opener for the third time this season after previously doing so on June 8th versus the Mariners. He tossed 1 1/3 scoreless innings. So I guess he's been doing pretty well. He's 3-0 this year with a 2.95 ERA. Mike Fiers, now this is the guy that's thrown the no-hitter this year already, and this is probably their first or second best pitcher. You got Montes and you got Fiers. So Fiers will try to build on a streak of 7 straight quality starts. Mike Fiers is one of those guys that he's either going to be dominant or he gets rocked. And this could be a spot where you could take him at plus money, because they're on the road, but hell, it's still California, so I can't imagine that it's going to feel like a road atmosphere too much. At first glance, give me Oakland in this spot. You probably have a better idea with this one, considering you live in Los Angeles. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this guy Noah Ramirez is a local kid. I know him from he's like I said, born in L.A. I guess with the Cal State Fullerton. Shout out to Cal State Fullerton. I think I think he gets up for this one. I don't know how many innings he'll go because, like I said, he is mainly an opener. So, like I said, I'm going to look at more of the line where it goes, but I'm leaning a little bit towards the Angels just because the A's disappointed me last night. I liked them as a dog in that spot, and I don't know. The Angels, I mean, the A's are pretty streaky. Now maybe it's the Angels' time to kind of, put some wins. I mean, they're hitting really well with Ohtani, Trout, La Stella made the All-Star team. I mean, it's great, So I don't know. I like the Angels. Like I said, I'll make the official pick later, but the line is not out yet completely. So, but I like the Angels in the spot, to win second game in a row.
Yeah, and what a pickup they got from La Stella. That guy, they picked him up from the Cubs, right? I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great, man. Great pickup, and good for him. I'm glad he made the All-Star team, like you said. So
yeah. I mean, he had hit like 8 home runs in his whole career. Then now he has like over, I think, 15. So there you go, Dirty Bird. The balls are juiced. So what can we say?
Yeah, it's either the balls are juiced or the players are juiced or everybody's juiced.
Let's have some fun. So what do you got next, brother?
All right, D-backs taking on the Giants now. I don't know. We got Kelly versus Sean Anderson. Kelly, he's been pretty good in his last 5 starts. He has a 3-1 record, 2.36 ERA in his last 5. But what's most impressive, he's got a .82 WHIP over that. Now he's 1-0 with a 1.59 ERA versus the Giants in 2 starts this year. So this will be the first time he's played or pitched in the Giants Stadium, Oracle Park. Sean Anderson, he gave up 2 runs over 6 innings in his last start versus Arizona. He's a rookie, but he's been like one of the more reliable pitchers for the Giants, which isn't saying much. The Giants have been wildly inconsistent, but he's been kind of, like a calm, steady hand there. So, at first glance, I want to take Arizona. I think Arizona's probably the better team here, but right now you have an even money situation of -105 on each side. Joe, what do you think, man? Do you think Arizona can get this job done, or the Giants going to rattle off a win?
No. I mean, I like Arizona. I had them last night on some small play, and they came through. I mean, it wasn't a big scoring game, so I do like Merrill Kelly over Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson did get, he got rocked at Arizona. He got rocked at Dodger Stadium. So I mean, he is a rookie, so I don't really. I mean, I don't know. I just don't believe in the Giants. I mean, I'm glad they're doing bad. They're our rivals. So give me the Arizona Diamondbacks. They beat us 2 games a couple of days ago. So give me the Diamondbacks on the resurgence, and they're better on the road anyways. So I like Arizona to beat the Giants today.
You're right about that. On the road, the Arizona's 25-19 on the season. If you were just to take them straight up, every time they're on the road, you would be up almost 10 units on $100 wagers. As far as the Giants on this hand, let's see, as a home underdog, they are 10-21. That's good for -$792 on $100 units if you just bet. So, yeah, I like Arizona in this spot for sure.
And over and under, what are you looking at? Over and under, it's 8 right now.
I'd lean the under in this one. I think both these pitchers have been actually pitching pretty well lately. So, in the Giants, they scored 5 runs yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, the Diamondback. Yeah, I mean, I think the under is in play, but I don't know. It's a tough one because again, Giants could score, but Diamondbacks, I like them. I might take a total team over the Arizona too because I like the way they play. Yeah, so let's move on.
The score yesterday was 5-1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So Arizona scored 5 runs, Giants scored 1. Yeah. Hey, is that all the games, or we got more to go?
I don't know. Did we touch on your Houston Astros? The line? No, lines off. Yeah, I think we got everything because a lot of these lines are off right now. So we got the Royals. Yeah, unless you want to talk about the Astros decline, it's up to you.
Well, I mean, it's widely documented, Joe. I do think they're going to bounce back. They're too talented not to bounce back, but we don't have to get into it because it's just
Yeah.
going to sound like a sad, sad story.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, we can. I mean, for all the audience out there, I do believe the Astros will come back. They got Seattle. They should win this series. I think Seattle's horrible, but I mean, who knows? I mean, who knows? I mean, Wade Miley tonight, so I don't know. Just a thought.
This could be an opportunity, depending on what this line comes out. This could be a good value opportunity to take the Astros. You don't just go off of recency bias. They can't get killed like this day in and day out. I mean, they gave up 24 runs in 2 games, and so in the last 2 games they are 2-24 run differential, which is not very Astro like. That's more 2013 Astro than 2019 Astro. Yeah. So. We're going to be fine, man. And when we win the World Series, everybody's just going to laugh about this stretch, and it's going to be fine. Every team goes through a stretch. Come on, man.
I just think the pitching, not to go under just to think the pitching for the Astros has been really inconsistent, and that's where I think they need to tighten up the ship there. So we'll see.
That's their biggest weakness right now. I've been saying it since day one of this season. Once they lost Keuchel, they need to go out and get some pitching. Their hitting is great. 1 to 9. I mean, you have Josh Reddick batting 8th. I mean, when you have Reddick batting 8th in a lineup, your hitting is just fine. It's to the pitching for sure. They have to go out and get an arm. I hope they're looking at Marcus Stroman from the Jays. I would love to go out and get him.
Maybe Bumgarner go over to the Astros. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to give up Kyle Tucker, which was the gem of our organization, our farm system for a while. But hey, let's get rid of him. Let's bring in some pitching.
Gotcha.
All right, Joe, let's talk about the website real quick.
Okay. Well, like I said, guys, follow us on sgdwins.com. Like I said, I was telling the guys yesterday, we had a little losing day yesterday, which, like I said, we never hide from. Our premium picks are still doing really well. We'll have that record up on the website. People have been asking about that. But again, like I said, premium plays are still available. We're doing great overall in the season. I always bet them. People always ask me. I had at least $500 yesterday out of Miami. So, hey, I'm there losing right there with you. But you know what? Today, again, we bounce back. I'm not worried about it. Let's get this. sgdwins.com.
Yeah, big day today. Come get it. So, you ready to rock and roll out of here?
Yeah. Take us away, I guess, or like as our friend would say, what's $1 million, whatever. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, let's win $1 million, and good luck to everybody. And you will see us later on solo videos. And Joe, I will see you later in the Discord.
I will be there screaming for the Dodgers tonight. Let's go, Dodgers.
All right. Hey,
all right.
Thanks,
Peace.
Joe.
Take it easy.
Peace.